Welcome to a full week of eating. Starting with Monday, for breakfast, I made some oat muffins. One thing that I struggle with in the morning is getting in a good breakfast before practice or before class. So this week I decided to make oat muffins and have them in my fridge prepped and ready for the rest of the week. While there are plenty of different baked oats recipes, I settled on strawberry banana for this week. The first thing I did was dice up some strawberries into nice small pieces. Once I finished dicing up all my strawberries, I combined all the dry ingredients I would need into one big mixing bowl. The ingredients I used were gluten-free oats, brown sugar, ground cinnamon, baking powder, salt, and chia seeds. I then mashed up one large banana. Once the banana was fully mashed, I had all my wet ingredients ready to add to the bowl. These ingredients included almond milk, vanilla extract, maple syrup, the banana, and the strawberries that I diced up earlier. After adding in all the wet ingredients, all I had left to do was mix everything together. Once everything was mixed together well, all I had left to do was add the mix into the muffin tins. I then stuck the muffins into the oven at 375 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Once they were done, I took them out of the oven, let them cool, and put them in a Tupperware to save for the rest of the week. Then, when it came time to eat them, I added some peanut butter on top for some healthy fat and called it a day. Then, it was time for lunch. Today, I decided I would make chicken adobo. I first started by dicing up an onion. I then threw the whole onion into a sauté pan with some butter and sautéed until lightly brown. From here, I added some vinegar, water, and soy sauce. Then let that sit and simmer until boiling. Once it begins to boil, you can turn down the heat and add your chicken. I then added some bay leaves for flavor and some brown sugar to tone down the acidity of the vinegar. I then let everything sit together and simmer for 20 minutes until the sauce became thick. In the meantime, I made some white rice in my rice cooker to pair with the chicken adobo. To achieve the thickness of the sauce that I wanted, I added a little bit of cornstarch, but this is what it looked like after 20 minutes of simmering. Then, all that was left to do was plate the food and eat. And then dinner rolled around, and I decided I would eat some salmon lettuce wraps. First, I started by patting my salmon dry as I had just previously rinsed it. I then added together some paprika, brown sugar, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and cayenne powder to make blackened salmon. In order for the seasoning to stick best on the salmon, I added a little bit of melted butter and then patted the seasoning into the salmon. The salmon that I purchased from the store this time around didn't have the skin on it, but if it did, I would only season the top layer. Then I put the salmon face down on the side that I had just seasoned in a nonstick skillet. The key here is waiting until the pan is completely hot before adding your salmon. Then let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes with the seasoned side down without flipping it so that you can form a nice crust. I then grabbed the lettuce that I'll be using for the lettuce boats and rinsed it off. I then grabbed my avocado, cut it open, and diced it up as I'll be using it as a topping for my lettuce boats. Once everything was prepared, I put my salmon in my lettuce, added my avocado, some feta cheese, and some salsa. For a side, I decided I was feeling a little Caesar salad, so I just grabbed some baby spinach, Caesar dressing, and some gluten-free croutons. And then, on the side, I had a nice poppy ginger lime drink. And then, a new day was upon us. It's now Tuesday, and for breakfast, I decided I wanted some gluten-free waffles. Here, I'm just whipping up some gluten-free Pamela's waffle / pancake mix and putting it in my heart-shaped waffle maker. For toppings, I decided I wanted some strawberries and strawberry syrup. If you haven't noticed yet, I love strawberries. Then it was time for lunch. On Tuesdays, I work pretty much right after class, so I need to eat something on the go and it has to be quick. So I decided to make a convenient shrimp noodle bowl. Rather than boiling my rice noodles in water like I traditionally do, I opted to boil them in chicken broth instead. While the chicken broth was boiling, I sauteed my shrimp that I just de-thawed, added in some onion and carrot, and then I added that into the boiling chicken broth. To season my shrimp and veggies, I just added in some chopped garlic, onion powder, and garlic powder, and called it a day. Once that was fully cooked, I took it off the heat and added in my rice noodles to the boiling chicken broth. From there, I added in the shrimp, carrots, and onion, let everything boil in together, and served it up with some red chili flakes on top. And right before heading into work, I had some strawberry Greek yogurt with some honey and granola. We have now made it to Wednesday, and on Wednesday, I decided I wanted some avocado toast for breakfast. All I did was mash up the leftover avocado that I used for my salmon boats and added that on top of my toast with some scrambled eggs and red chili flakes. I then ate lunch at work and made a nice egg sandwich with 2 turkey sausage patties in between the eggs. And then it was time for dinner. And for dinner, I decided I would make a nice quinoa bowl with the leftover salmon that I had from the salmon boats. I first started by dicing up some cucumbers and cutting them into quarters so that they were nice bite-sized pieces for my bowl. I then took some rotisserie seasoned turkey breasts that I had from the deli and chopped that up into bite-sized pieces. Once the quinoa was done cooking in the rice cooker, I added everything into the bowl, starting with my leftover blackened salmon, the deli meat, cucumbers, carrots, feta cheese, and then I topped everything with some avocado oil, balsamic, and salt and pepper. And then it was Thursday, and I decided to have some more toast. But this time, not avocado toast, some peanut butter and banana toast. If there's one thing that I could eat in multiple different ways, it's toast. All I had to do to make the toast was cut up some bananas into pieces, add some peanut butter on top of my toast, and drizzle some honey over the top. To complete my breakfast, I decided I wanted some fresh fruit on the side, so once again, I had some diced strawberries and some diced peaches. And because we had a game on Thursday, I had pregame meal with my teammates in Grade Up. Here, I had some chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans. And finally, for dinner, after a long, hard game, I had a nice gluten-free DiGiorno pizza with some turkey pepperoni on top. Thanks for watching. As always, this is just what I choose to eat. I'm not encouraging any of you to eat the same exact way as me, but rather giving you an idea of what my meals look like in a week. Much love, Elise.